Alright, YouTube, for today's video, I'd like to make it very clear to you that you have way more stamina than you're aware of. What I mean by this is the human body, physically speaking, caps you at around 40% of your possible workload, right? So let's say you're doing pull-ups. If you were drugged out of your mind and maybe like had the enough willpower, you could continue going way more than where what your supposed failure point is at, right? There was this one experiment that was done to a rat, and the rat was put into a jar and they were basically wanted to drown, and they wanted to see how long it'll take. And it's a cruel fucking experiment, I know, but the most peculiar thing is for the first rat that never had a break, it took him like 15 minutes and then he drowned. But then the second rat, they took him out of the pool and then let him dry off, let him get warm, and then they put him back in. And because that rat mentally knew there was an end to it, like I might get saved again. I might get like his willpower exponentially uh, allowed him to stay afloat for 15 hours. 15 minutes versus 15 hours. You see, it's the same rat or the same type of rat, but the difference in performance is purely willpower. That rat in within his body had the capability to keep on treading the water, but he honestly killed himself because he didn't have hope. He didn't see the brighter side of the coin. So you're there at the gym or at work and you have like overtime opportunities and stuff like that. You have to understand whether you do overtime, whether you take the hard route or the easy route, at the end of the day you're just going to be just as tired. I could stay in bed all day and by around 10 p.m., 11 p.m., I'd yawn and fall asleep because I'm tired. Your tiredness is honestly like programmed into you. It's all like, and that's the running thing about this entire channel, right? It's just you've been lied to by like media. You probably don't even eat your vegetables, right? Why don't you eat your vegetables? It's because the people on the cartoon didn't like vegetables, and you thought that was cool, so you didn't like eating vegetables, and now you have stunted growth and you have fucked up teeth, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it. Like that's what you see the fucking protagonist say on TV, and now you're a whiny brat that doesn't want to do overtime, and you're a grown adult. You haven't grown up. You have to understand if you're put into the pit, if you're put into war, you're gonna keep running. I swear there was a concentration camp. I remember this story, and it was in Nazi Germany. They were chasing a bunch of Jews with dogs, and they would shoot the one that's the slowest, and they keep on going like for miles in the snow, right? I know damn well none of you guys can run like that, and those guys were malnourished. But if you were put in that pack, you would be the slowest one because you didn't have that drive. You don't have that drive. You quite literally don't want it as much as the other guy, and that's why you're always second place. That's why you're always last place. You can run faster than you like. Pain pain is a limiter. It keeps you from. It's like it keeps you from overclocking your components, your organs, right? Your muscles. It keeps you from overclocking it, But how do you overclock the brain? You have an office job, bro, right? Your job is to, I don't know, you're a baggage handler or you're a customer service. Dude, you gotta bag up put a couple more bags, bro. 4 more extra hours. You stay there overtime and get paid. But you don't want to do it because you feel tired. If you go home right now, you're gonna feel just as tired as if you went and did overtime. You know that? The difference is you're richer if you did overtime. So what's stopping you? You're gonna be in a better position if you went and studied. And I don't know why this happens to me, but once I listen to something productive, I start yawning. I don't know. That's something I have to battle with myself, right? But the second I turn on to a random YouTube slop video that is educational still, right? I, like it's as if I don't have the fog in my brain. It's like a devil almost. It's like trying to stop me, right? What's funny is I would see AI videos of like Peter Griffin explaining what integrals are, and because it's a meme and it's kind of funny, I'd like half like it, like to listen, but I still yawn. It's as if I've been, and that's what I've been programmed to not like math and to fall asleep when watching math because all the cartoon characters fell asleep with watching math, and I internalized it, and that became me, and now I'm set up for failure. When the kids in private schools, they never got to see the same television I saw. They weren't programmed at young like the way they were like I was. They were actually taught to like seek and change and promote growth, right? With through hard effort. Those rich millionaire kids, and now because they were brought up with the right foundation, they can take it and become the new mantle of their parents' company and pass it on to the next year, and it's like generational. But you're a peasant. You were told to not like we're useful idiots, you know. We all have personalized skills that we know, and we get extra bonus points if we stay in longer. But you could be so much more. Like there is a whole um like I pirate media, right? I don't really care. I don't believe like information should have a charge. I don't care if it's I don't believe information can be property, right? So your intellectual property is my right, you know? At least that's how my morals are. So I see these libraries of Alexandria on the internet where it's like a database of all these pirated books. And I see like all the textbooks and all that, and I'm like, what if I just had the time to go and do it, right? Well, the college kid and the high school kid, they put up different benchmarks throughout the year. You have a midterm here, you have unit tests here, you have finals here, and it promotes you and it makes you stressed out. Oh, my finals coming up. Why? Because you have money on the line. What if you what if you like simulated that so that you could actually go and learn something new, you know? What if you I don't know, if you're a programmer and you need to learn LeetCode, or I don't know, your data entry and you gotta improve your typing speed, right? What if you went and put in $400 for this like next 4 months? You deposited that into your savings account, and or how about this? Even better. What if you put $400 to any charity, and if you don't if you don't get it done, so you're gonna it's gonna be a win-win. You're gonna donate to charity, or you're gonna get your job done. And you want that money, right? So I think that should be the same. Like, in all due respect, you should try just as hard as school. Right? We we can go and do the tango with our brains and whatnot, but just understand that you have so much more stamina than you normally think. You can you can stay up way longer, right? You can stay up to you can do all nighters. You've noticed. Why can't you do all-nighters with the book? Geniuses fall asleep on their desk with their, and then they wake up and they're still taking notes. They haven't even brushed your teeth yet. And you're on your Nintendo Switch, bro. You're wasting your time. Like I could be learning mechanics about this game right here, rematch, or I could be learning mechanics in the shop and or what? If you're a guy, why don't you learn how to cut hair and become like a barber or something on your free time? You can make money on the side. You can do so much. You understand what I'm saying? We just don't have the foundational upbringing. Like luckily, you're here listening to this video, and now you realize, right? You have a lot more stamina than you think. So go out, do what you got to do. Because once you start feeling that inkling of tired, it's just a limiter. It's a pain limiter, and it's not like mental pain is not even like physical like harm. It's not like if I use my brain long enough or hard enough, I start getting headaches, and then like I said, I start getting drawbacks. That's not the case. Oh, so why don't I try? Like why don't you try? Go learn a new language right now. Oh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. And then you'll never want to. You're how old? And then after you learn that language, go travel to a country that predominantly speaks that language, and you're gonna feel so good about yourself. So how about you learn how to cook, grill, you know, 3D print. Go and 3D print weapons, bro. Maybe make a knife. Make a 3D print. It's $300, bro. Go make a knife, or go learn how to sew or something. Or learn a new skill that could actually help you with your job. Like you could just go get a cybersecurity certification, CompTIA Security Plus, right? Takes you 4 months, or you could become a cloud certified practitioner with AWS. You could do so much, bro. You could do a 2 year uh dental hygienist. You can go into that, bro. Instead of buying a new fucking car without and you have to spend all these car payments every month. You can go and become a dental hygienist, bro, or go and become an electrician. You know what I'm saying? Get off your ass. What are you even like? You shouldn't even be wanting to watch. You should pause this video and go out and fucking do something, bro. So your stamina, bro. There's really no limit to it unless you're like in pain, like actually, like then stop. Yeah, of course you don't be a fucking idiot. You gotta be there next day. But mental pain, like I don't believe in mental pain, bro. You take a nap and you should be 100%, or you take a good night's sleep, bro. You know, work to the bone, bro. Come on.